19 new gun regulations. It was just yesterday we had the audio soundbite of Calypso Louis Farrakhan from December 30th saying that he watched Django Unchained and, or Django. I don't get the name of that movie. Anyway, he said, if a black man watches that movie and comes out of that movie realizing what he really, and if a white man watches that movie and comes out thinking there's going to be a race war, well, 19 new proposals. 19 is Minister Farrakhan's secret number. 19 is the number that proves the conspiracy. We did a bit on it. He made it a million-man march. You remember Farrakhan went through the whole thing about what 19 means. Anyway, Christy, Strongsville, Ohio. I'm glad you called. Welcome to the EIB Network. Hello.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Just fine. Thank you very much. I'm just fine. Thank you very much. How are you?
Oh, pretty good.
Excellent.
Go ahead.
Thank you for calling.
I'm calling because I'm a little offended.
Oh, no.
Yes.
At what?
Well, at your words that you use. I used to be an uninformed voter, and I get offended when you say that we don't care, that we really are just too stupid to know what's going on.
No.
Because we're not. We do care.
No, you are inferring things that I have not said. I haven't even implied that.
But you said we don't care.
No, I've said low information means you don't know, means you're not informed. Some low information don't care. I mean, to the sense that they care around election time every year. But other than that, it's TMZ and the E! Entertainment Channel.
Right, and that's exactly what they watch. That's really because the local news does not tell us anything.
That's exactly my point. You are confirming what I'm saying. You actually are. Uninformed is not low informed. Uninformed is not I don't care to be informed.
Okay.
The low informed voter simply chooses to be informed about other things, like Claire Danes and what she did with Clinton after the Golden Globes. Or Kim Kardashian's baby with Kanye. I mean, they care more about that than they do the debt limit.
I have found 5 more people that listen to you because they heard you say something about Kim Kardashian.
See?
So
I think it's working.
You're actually working there.
Well, I do too.
I'm doing the right thing every now and then when you give that little tidbit.
I'm happy to hear you say that.
Yes.
I really am. It's working. How many people did you say? 5?
5 people. I have been trying to tell everybody I know since I have become more informed that they need to start paying attention because I come from a group of people in my world. We have children, we have basketball games and football games and cheerleading practices and music lessons and PTA, and then we have to clean up when we get home, and then we have to make dinner, and then we clean up from dinner, and then it's bath time, and then it's bedtime. We don't have time to pay attention to CNN, NBC, MSNBC, all that garbage. We watch the local news, mostly at 10 o'clock, and then we go to sleep because we can't stay up any longer. When we're in our cars, we are either talking to our children or we are listening to the music stations, which tell you way less than any of the other things do. And the local news is where we get our information from. The local news does not tell you anything at all. When I heard about the Benghazi thing, that guy that did that stuff over in the Middle East, I rushed home and waited and made sure that I made the 10 o'clock news to watch it. Even though I had 50 other things that I had to do, I made sure that I could watch it. 25 minutes after it started, it came on. They spent a minute on it, and I know it was a minute and 12 seconds because I rewound my DVR and timed it.
On the Benghazi.
12 on the Benghazi thing, and the guy turned after he said an ambassador was killed and 3 other Americans over in, blah, blah, blah. And he turned to the lady beside him and he says, those people are always fighting over there. And in other news, a box of puppies was found on the interstate. I was like, holy crap. You seriously did not spend more than a minute. They spent 5 minutes after that on puppies in a box.
Christy, you're singing my song. Your story about the Benghazi guy is exactly...
And that's just it. I started calling people and texting people and messaging people on Facebook, 785 people in my list. And I was able to find 12 people, literally 12 people that knew Ghazi was not a guy. Seriously. They think Ghazi is some guy. And Al Jazeera, he's the guy that owns that radio
What they think is that Benghazi is a guy who made a video that caused a riot, and he's in jail now.
They didn't even know about the video. All they knew was that Benghazi was some guy over in the Middle East that did something with the ambassador.
Well, what was it that allowed you to break through all this and graduate from low information status?
It was actually the Benghazi thing was a really big thing, but I've been kind of listening from time to time over the past few years because I came into work one day, and it was before, not this last election, the first other election. I happened to see this nice-looking black man on TV on the regular news talking about how parents need to be held accountable, and that was really all I caught. And I went into work the next day, and I said, so there's this senator guy that's going to be running for president. His name's something, Obama something or other, and I think he might be awesome. And my boss hit the roof. 45 minutes later, after this tirade of Republicans and Democrats and political this and political that, he told me, he says, you need to start paying attention because that guy is not the guy you think he is. And I kind of started paying a little bit of attention here and there, but then I had a baby. I got busy. I was doing some stuff. I haven't really been paying attention. A little bit here, a little bit there. Then the Benghazi thing, I happened to be listening all day that day, caught the news in the morning. I listened to several other political talk show people now, and I was like, holy crap, I got to pay attention. And they spent 1 minute and 12 seconds on it in the local news. The last time any ambassador was killed was like 30 years ago. Like I was 3 or 4.
Let me tell you something. Christy, I'm running out of time here, but you've been great. And I'm going to tell you something. You have, because you know you were the person, you have perfectly described the low information voter that we're trying to reach. So busy with so many other things, dominated with lives by kids, so you listen to what they listen to, you watch what they watch, you catch 30 minutes of the local news, and then you got to go to bed. Your day's shot. We understand. That's what we're trying to reach.